So around 2016 is when you discovered DJing.
Yes, this research is researching.
Yeah. So at the radio station, like you said, you wanted to get your records played. So how you got into DJing was you saw somebody DJing and you said, "Oh, I can do that.
I can do that."
And this was around 2016.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
You indeed got these timestamps.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Listen, I do my thing out here. Okay.
Yeah. Listen. I like it. I like it. But yeah. So that's how that went. And then because of my musical background, I was like, I don't know what these buttons do, but I understand music theory. I love music. Right. So I was like, this seems kind of interesting. And I'm the type of person where I will try anything I'm interested in, just to see if it's something that, this is going to be a hobby. I actually suck. This could be like a thing. You know what I mean? And so that's how the DJing thing came about. And I bought like a cheap little controller. It was like a $200 Numark controller from Guitar Center, went on YouTube actually, and was like, all right, what do these buttons mean? And then just started playing around on it for like a week or 2 weeks. And one of my really good friends, Brent, he's like one of the top barbers in the city, and he like knew all the promoters in the city. And so he got me connected with Rob, and I was like, hey, Rob, I don't know how this works. I'm very, very, very new. Right. But if you ever need a DJ, and he's like, well, we have an industry night on Sundays. I'll give you the first hour. I'm sure it was probably hot ass. Honestly, I don't even know what I thought I did, but I thought I was doing it. And then ever since then, just things have been like
kind of blowing up.
Yeah.
So you DJ'd around a lot of the clubs in Indianapolis growing up. So not growing up, but when you were starting out.
Yep.
How long before you actually saw somebody DJing, you picked it up yourself to where you were actually like DJing in clubs?
That literally within that first month.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very rapid timing. Right. But like I literally went, because I don't go out, contrary to what I do now too. I'm such a homebody. Like I love being at the house. And so I went out, like, let me network for my music. Okay, hey, I'm Jay Shale. Jay Shale was watching them. I was like, this is kind of cool. Right. Literally that next week, let me go get this little controller, then practice for like 2 weeks. Hey, Brent, you know some people? Yeah, I do. And then like literally like it happened very quickly. Okay. Very, very, very quickly.
Yeah. I did read that it happened super quick for you. Mm-hmm. So then you're DJing around Indianapolis, and then in 2018.
These dates. Who is your research? Listen.
Yes.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. And in 2018, you moved to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And that's where things really started taking shape.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. No, yeah, I felt like I had like started to progress really quickly in Indianapolis, and Indianapolis in like the radio world or like music world is considered a B market. So like LA is absolutely an A market. Atlanta's an A market, and so I'm like, well, if I was already able to like do all these things here, because within those first 2 years, I was DJing various club events, and then I also had the opportunity to DJ for the Colts pregame, and had like a couple of other things, and had the opportunity to DJ for Trina, which I'm, really cool with her and her peoples now, so I was like, if I can do this here, once again, I feel like as a creative, you have to have like some sort of delusion. Right. And for me, I'm like, shit, if I can do this here.
Right. I can do this anyway.
Let me go figure out where I need to go. So I visited Atlanta, New York, and LA to figure out where I wanted to move to. And being that Atlanta's like the music capital, especially for, type of music we like to listen to. I listen to everything, but you know what I'm saying when I say what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
I was like, you know what? I feel like Atlanta could be like a good starting point for me. I decided that I would never want to live in New York because it's too hectic up there. Right. Like eventually I'll probably move out to LA, but I think for now, like immersing myself in the mix of everything Atlanta might be the best move. And so that's how I ended up deciding that I wanted to move to Atlanta. And then when I first got there, I was Ubering. So I had restaurant server experience from when I was at Texas Southern. So I was in the restaurant. I was trying to figure stuff out because I'd spent all my money on the move, and like I had money saved up from when I had left the corporate job that I had. But you don't realize how fast you run through money when you dream chasing.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
You're talking to somebody that decided to quit a very high paying job to pursue Call of Duty content.
No, I understand. Yeah. Listen, I understand. And me having that conversation with my dad to quit a 401k pension, salaried, benefited. Like they call Lily the golden handcuffs because that job, like it's true. It's an incredible place to work for sure. And I was like, you're quitting that to do what?
Right.
Music.
Right.
So I definitely absolutely understand. But like I said, I feel like as a dreamer, as a creative, you just have to have some sort of delusion, like
Very
at least
true.
not even like the bad, but just like I know I can do this. I don't know how I'm gonna make it happen, but I know I'll make it happen some sort of way. So that's how I was in Atlanta. I was DJing at this hole in the wall hookah lounge, 5 hours for $100, just trying to like figure stuff out. That's when I learned that the parties that I wanted to DJ, because at the time, I mean, I didn't grow up watching DJ, so I was like, oh, I want to be like, there aren't any entrepreneurs in my family, so I'm just winging life. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I'm
you gonna figure it out.
I'm here. Me and my dog, we literally my animal. We gonna figure it out.
I love it.
So I just didn't really have a sense of direction. So I was just like, okay, DJs, the types of DJs that I've seen are club DJs and radio DJs. So let me go network with the radio people. Maybe in order to be a successful DJ, I have to be on the radio, or maybe I have to be in the clubs. And I learned really quickly that in Atlanta, especially also because I'm not from there, the promoters like that DJ the big parties where the big celebrities come through, they already have their DJs and they've been tight. They probably went to middle school together. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm like, how am I going to like network and get into these spaces? And my really, really good friend, Nick, shout out Nick, my best friend. He was like, why don't you just start posting stuff online? I was like, for what? Who's gonna see it? He was like, I don't know, just try it. And I was like, no. And then I didn't. And then maybe like a month later, I was like, okay, I recorded something. I think I'm gonna post it online. And ever since that,
I know.
Over with.
Listen,
over with.
Went viral, acquiring millions of views throughout social media.